I want to be like Messi. Messi is talented.
I would like to be like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Of course, Osimhen.
Just one signing can change your generation.
For some Nigerian children, football is more than a dream. It's the plan.
Being a football player is all I have, no plan B.
But what happens when this dream meets reality? Every great football story begins somewhere. Not in Europe's biggest stadiums, but on grassroots pitches like this, where there are barely any grass. Or sometimes, some grass.
And welcome to the hood.
How does it feel like playing football here?
Yeah, it feels so good because this is where I started from, like this kind of surface. Before you get to that level, the likes of Victor Osimhen, Boniface, they actually played on surfaces like this, and I think it is always good to come back, to come and re-enjoy what you enjoyed back then.
Across Nigeria, millions of children grew up believing football can change their lives. But I wanted to understand why. I've come to understand that these grounds are not just football pitches, but the starting point of stories that would one day inspire millions. And while some dreams had already come true, others were only just beginning.
So when you become pro, what's the first thing that you're going to do?
As a Nigerian, as an African, there is poverty. Most people want to play football to help themselves, to help their family.
I'll build the house, buy plenty things because the route I come from, we are not that poor, but we are not that rich too. So my family will build the house, buy all these things, and I can build hospital for my childhood street too. Hospital, because in our street we don't have hospital.
For many of these kids, football is a chance to rewrite the story of an entire family. But before anyone can choose that dream, someone first has to believe in it.
How long have you been pursuing your football career?
Since I was small, and my parents didn't even want me to play. I have plenty scars on my body from flogging me after going out to play ball and coming back.
Crazy.
I was born in a family full of footballers, but we were not allowed to play football.
Why?
The reason is my dad only wanted us to go to school. I knew I was a very, very good footballer, but throughout my secondary school days, I couldn't even play. Because if I go play ball and I come back, I dirty in a problem. So I don't play football at all in any way.
My mother doesn't allow me to play football well. She didn't like football right from time. She just started allowing myself.
My dad actually died August 5th, 2005. 2 days later, I went to the field to go and play football. My mom was actually angry that Babe Eku Otin Logba balling after 2 days. But I just told myself that it don't happen. I need to just play football. 11, 12, 13, you have to start playing because that is the period you need to learn the basics. The basics are how to trap the ball, how to control, how to pass. You can't start learning how to pass the ball at the age of 16, 17, 18. That is way too long.
I started playing football at the age of 8.
The earlier you start, the greater your chances. And before you know it, your dreams begins to expand beyond street football.
Why we want to play football to make money is that
as a football player, that's the ultimate goal. To travel abroad, earn more money, take care of your family.
over there, just one signing can change your generation.
Wow.
Just one signing. You can just, from Nigeria, you sign abroad, and from there, that is the beginning. That is just it. That is why most people want to play football to get to that level.
It's like, okay, if Osimhen can make it from Olisosu, me too, I can make it from Ojuelegba. So that's something that you can hold on to and work towards.
I think the dream of every young player, or of everyone that's actually playing here, is to go to Europe at the end of the day. You know, I've never seen someone that says, okay, I'm playing football because I want to play in the Nigerian Premier League.
Ladies and gentlemen, can do better. Come on, give it to these boys. Come on, come on. Wonderful outing. Incredible performance.
They say charity begins at home. So you start from where you have the platform and opportunity. It's not necessarily means that you must start from MPFL. If you have the opportunity, if you're opportune to start somewhere else. Some people start from amateur before you know they see themselves in Europe. Some start from grassroots before you know they see themselves in national team. So it depends on where nature carries it to.
Oyibo people, that is how they start football. They start from the tender age. A young boy from 6 years is already in the teams under 6. From there, he moves to under 8. He moves to under 12. So they already understand the basics.
It's more structured. It's more
structured.
But do you think it's the same thing here in Nigeria?
It is not. It is not. It has never been, because you would not even tell me in Nigeria you have a team that has under 6 in Nigeria that would promote to under 8, under 12. There is none. The least you can say in Nigeria is, let's say, under 16 that is well structured in Nigeria, and that is the problem, because this thing also affects our national team. If we have a structure where there is under 6, under 8, under 12, a player that has grown from under 6 would promote to under 8, under 12, under 16. From there, you have a very, very good under 17 national team. Unfortunately, it is not like that here. You see people in our national team under 17 still struggling to pass the ball, still struggling to understand their position. These are the things that the white men, the Europeans, the Americans, these are the things that they know, they understand, they do. That is also why it is very, very hard for you to see any European team sign an African player that is above 20 from the Nigerian league. It is very, very hard. Why? Unless you are exceptionally good. This is because that same thing a 20-year-old Nigerian or African player knows how to do. They are 12 years old over there is better. The only thing we have over them, the only thing a 20-year-old African is better than a 12-year-old European is physical strength. But football knowledge, they are way better. This is because they started from the scratch, from 6, 8. That is it.
At the youth level, we've not really done well. We know we have the potential, but we are working as a federation in the technical department and technical committee staff, of course, with the encouragement and support from the leadership of the NFF. I think pretty soon, that's why I'm here now, I'm watching, you can see youth development here. So we want to really, really embrace youth development so that we can get back to where we were in the past when it comes to youth football. I would say we've not really done well in youth. Super Falcons won the WAFCON, as you can attest to. But we are the way on the ladder back up there, yeah.
What do you think differentiates the ones that get picked from the ones that don't get picked over here?
No, I mean, luck plays a major role in life. You know, talent-wise, we have a talent in abundance. But it's only required number that is required in a certain selection, you know, when it comes to a game and tournaments. So you cannot take more than 23, 25 in a tournament. Neither can you play more than 11 in a game. So if you're not picked, that does not mean you're not good, because we are so blessed. Sometimes the coaches even struggle because of the talents we have in abundance, you know. So it's a blessing in disguise anyways. It really is.
I can remember a particular scene that happened to me. That was around 2016. Somebody called me that some scouts are coming over to come and watch us. After watching us, they called me and they told me that they've picked me and 3 other players. We were 4. They called our coach, that coach, see the 4 people we didn't pick. After 1 week, our coach called me and told me that, Abu, no tell anybody. Inside on our 4 we didn't pick, I won't come out 2 people name. I won't bring 2 people because, you know, say this person brother, now they sponsor us. You know, say this person papa, now they give us money. I was like, coach, you're not supposed to be like that now.
So like nepotism plays a big role here in Nigeria.
Plenty. You get the people that came for the screening. They only wrote names. They didn't snap pictures. It is only me. They know very, very well. Now, our coach and his crew, they changed 2 people. So you can see where luck comes in. You can see where hatred comes in. You can see where wickedness comes in. So you see, you can be good, very, very good,
And still not make it.
and still not make it through football.
The further I went on this journey, the more I realized that talent alone doesn't guarantee success. Sometimes, these are the reasons why some of the most talented players never make it to the top. And for those that make it, they get to face a different challenge entirely.
I studied computer mathematics, but the truth is football took over education from me. Immediately after my third year, I joined professional football. So that was the same year I joined Julius Berger Football Club, and in 2 years I signed for Kwara United. That was the beginning of my MPFL career.
What I want to promote and what we're trying to do through this is promoting education and football. A lot of our boys are taking the gamble way too early in life to say they want to be footballers. 99% of them are going to fail. I'm not professing bad, it's just what it is. Facts. It's facts. You know, I'm forgetting the stats about Arsenal, champions of the Premier League today. I heard that only 1% or 2% of the boys that enter the academy go professional. What chance does the boy in Nigeria have? You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So we must promote education and football. Go to school and let us have tournaments like this that the boys know that even if I'm in a school, I can still get discovered. We had that back in the day. Bishala Lozi, everybody shouting about, you know, how multifaceted she is. Fantastic footballer, she get brains, she go school. Why can't we have that coming out from Nigeria? That's what we want to do.
When I see young player, the first thing I ask them to do is this. If you can combine education with your football, you can do that. If you are playing football and you are young, if you can be able to learn tailoring and stuff, it won't disturb your career. Please do, because at the end of the day, if you don't make it as a player, what do you fall back to? I use myself as an example. I was a good player at a young age. At 22, 23, I was already playing this league. Then I had a terrible knee injury that ended my career. So I had to go back to university first.
And education.
Education. So after I graduated, when I was in school, I was doing my coaching courses and started coaching academy. And here I am today, by the special grace of God.
The sad truth is not everyone will make it professionally at the end of the day. I mean, we can, like, I mean, I've been to places, I've been to teams like people that have been playing for like years, and when I eventually go back, these people are still there. The same set of people are still there, still playing. Not a single person has gone pro.
Crazy.
So it is that's what I try to go through.
For instance, I was in France 2012. I was with Rennes Football Club. This present Ousmane Dembele with PSG, we were training together.
Crazy.
We were training together back then. There is a Nigerian footballer then in that same club. His name is Onyeka Chiapam, senior man. He tells me back then that, come, this place where you come, they need to do turning. Before you ball, they go wipe you. So no let them tell you sorry. Instead of them to wipe you, you wipe them. I was like, bros, you want me to play rough? He said, they look, no play. To cut this long story short, I ball. Before I go say make I turn, somebody kicked me from back. I was on the ground, I was, ref, blow. Ref just say, good tackle. I said, okay, nice. The next incident that would happen, it was between myself and a fellow Nigerian. And I mean, wipe the guy. The guy say, Abu, we come together now. I say, Baba, we get different name. We get different name. And that was how I learned how to become aggressive when I play. I became aggressive because I knew that if I had signed that contract in 2012, I would not even be here now. Unfortunately, the manager that took me there, he made some mistakes that didn't allow me sign in France back then. But look at Ousmane Dembele. From there, he had moved. Yeah, it happens many times between player and agents and the club out there. Sometimes many of these agents, they are more interested in their own percentage than the player's career you get, and it affects so many players.
What's your biggest fear playing here in Nigeria?
Playing here, I think it has to be injury because the system is so fucked up. And I think I've seen like news of people like that got injured with their club, and the club like acts like they don't even care, like it's not their property. And
Nigerian clubs?
Yes.
A player cannot be playing NLO in this country and you're paying the player 20,000, 30,000 naira per month. What's in that player won't use 30,000 naira do?
Before a player dreams of Europe or even playing in the MPFL, almost every professional footballer in Nigeria has to climb the same ladder. The journey begins in the NLO, which is the foundation of Nigerian club football. Then above it is the NNL, and at the top is the MPFL, the highest level of club football in the country.
Just like the Premier League in England.
So the structure from the NLO to NNL, it's already affecting this same set of people progress into the MPFL. That is why you see our MPFL, it is not even the way it should be.
To truly understand the journey from grassroots to professional football, I traveled across Nigeria following players, clubs, and the people trying their best to grow the sport. And this journey was made possible with the support of Bet Naija, a brand that continues to invest in the growth of Nigerian and African sports. And one of the clubs I followed closely was Inter Lagos.
My name is Larry Bible, CEO, co-founder, Inter Lagos Football Club.
So what has been your experience like having a club in Nigeria here?
Yeah, it's been madness. It's been madness. Every day there's one thing or the other, but it's been fun. It's been fun. I'm living my dream. We have a lot of talented players here. They just need the right coaching. They just need the right platform to express themselves, and that's what we're trying to do at Inter Lagos.
Like, imagine I want to start playing football in Nigeria now. How much should I be expecting my salary to be per week?
Per week?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on your experience, or how we value you. I think the highest paid right now in the club, I think is 150 or something like
150
that.
150 per week?
No, a week. Even me, I will be playing. No, a month.
Okay, you guys pay the players here per month?
Yes.
Okay. Why is the structure different? Or is this the same way it is everywhere in the world?
Yes, you hear players get paid per week abroad,
yeah.
but actually the money comes in at the end of every month.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually nervous. I don't know if you can tell. I'm actually very nervous because obviously this is a draw or a win, and we're through to the Premier League. So I can't explain the feeling.
Eric's ball in the box and Inter Lagos equalise. It was a cross from the right-hand side from Boma Eric. Paul got a hand to it, but Bayo was on hand to finish. Be like now up.
Doing this.
Are you?
How does it feel like?
My brother.
So you guys are now in the MPFL. That's huge.
It's crazy. And our boys are good. They are good. We have a very good squad this season, and in fact, I can't believe this.
It's very exciting. Before the match, I know the match wasn't going to be easy, but other way around, we saw it came, it happened, and one with God is always a majority. Normally, the situation here in Nigeria is so messed up. And in Nigeria now, if you don't have who to back you up, you cannot travel. So you need to have somebody who is backing you up. As for me, like for instance, all I do is with God and my talent that's taking me. I don't even have any manager at all. It's just God and my talent. So I believe and with the hope that one day I'll be there. We go now, we fight for the FA Cup, we still fight for the Super 4 coming up also.
I wish you guys success.
Thank you very much.
They call it the Super 4, happening live in Ikene, and the crowd I'm seeing everywhere It's crazy. Just take a look at this. Take a look at this. Bro, I don't even know what to expect in this match, but I know it's going to be crazy. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
After securing promotion, the 4 promoted NNL clubs compete in a mini tournament to determine the league champion.
Well, we are still live at the Remo Star Stadium in Ikene. This is the game of the day.
I'm from Sporting Lagos, you can see. And this is not my first away trip with Sporting Lagos.
Okay.
So I've traveled far and near with Sporting Lagos.
Since when did you start supporting Sporting Lagos?
That was 2023, during the Super 8 tournament. So I was impressed with their style of football. So
just making sure all is set for proceedings to kick off here at the Remo Star Stadium in Ikene. This is Derby folklore written in real time. No,
yeah, like I said, their style of football and the fun, you can see, it's like a party here. So I enjoy the vibes, and that's why I'm always among the fans here. We need to win Inter Lagos because they are our rival in Lagos.
For Inter Lagos to become champions, they needed to beat Sporting Lagos by 5 goals.
Here comes Gafar for Inter Lagos. Gafar's got it on his fifth right left. Through ball from Gafar. Here's Bayo. Bayo will hit this one and Inter Lagos score! Bashiru Hassan. Saviour Atabi clearly wouldn't want to concede. And Donna Jacob with a free kick. Oh, it was hard on. Well, they've had their chances. Sporting Lagos, but it is Inter Lagos who have picked maximum points here, but Sporting Lagos are champions.
How do you feel after the game?
I feel amazing. I feel 2024 I was with the academy. I followed them in 2024. We won the Gotia Cup as well in 2024. I feel so excited to be in the senior team. Let's go Sporting. I have to give everything. Like, this is my life. So being a football player is all I have. No plan B. Just I have to give everything my life. All.
I started this journey searching for answers, and what I found was deeper than I ever expected. Behind every club, every academy, every park stadium is someone refusing to give up on a dream. Not all of them will make it, but they all wake up believing that tomorrow could change everything. Maybe that's why football means so much in Nigeria, because it's more than a sport. It's hope. And somewhere on a dusty pitch with barely any grass, another football story is just beginning.
Sometimes my dad said that Messi is like me. I want to be like Messi. Messi is talented.